Hey guys, we just watched a third of Double Down by Neil Breen because Mark couldn't take it.
So we only watched. Okay, so normally we wouldn't do this for a film that we don't see the whole way, but I feel justified since you've seen it all the way through.
I've seen it all the way through.
Like twice, right?
Once.
Once? Okay. Well, part of it, you watched it once part of the way through.
I watched it
On
once
your own.
just about there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
With much hope for the future.
Oh my god.
So
I couldn't take it.
I love all of Breen's films.
I couldn't take it. You explain what this is.
Okay, so is it even worth it to explain the plot?
Explain what you want.
Okay, so Neil Breen plays, I even know his name, Aaron Brand, who's in the desert. He kills terrorists. He suffers because of his lost wife. And he wakes up underneath his car and plays with his laptops and satellites.
So the thing with this film, it's made by, what is his actual profession?
He's an architect.
He's an architect. He's not actually a filmmaker, and this is one of the films that's notorious in the circle of so bad it's good movies.
Well, him as a figure is notorious, but
yeah.
Before Fateful Findings, Double Down was the film of his. Actually, no, I think it is Fateful Findings that made Double Down more famous. But some people claim Double Down to be the one. Mostly because of the YouTube channel Red Letter Media, whom I respect very much. They did a video on Double Down, and that probably is what made Neil Breen famous on the internet, because of that one video where they just laughed, they couldn't believe it, and it's great.
So yeah, I feel like if I stumbled upon this, it would be really funny. But sitting and like trying to like, especially since you've like hyped it up so much, it just made it so difficult to sit through.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean,
yeah. Like the thing is, like, I would love watching it in like small chunks.
Okay.
But like watching it and having this drag on and on and on and knowing that there's like 90 more minutes of this.
Okay, so
it made the experience so painful for me that we actually tried watching it
exactly. I was just gonna say
last night, and last night we turned it off because I couldn't stand it. Or not last night. It was like 2 nights ago.
Yeah,
and
I thought it was because Mark was getting tired. You know, it was very late or very early in the morning, and we hadn't slept. So I'm like, okay, let's try it again. Well, today we got through a total of 9 minutes. And one of the scenes was a scene we've already seen before. And he had to stop it. I don't know what to say, man.
I couldn't take it anymore.
I don't know, man. I'm a little let down, man.
Yeah.
Man.
I've let you down.
Let me down, man.
I mean, I don't even know if spoilers even apply.
I don't
in
think
this
it...
case.
Oh, should they, though?
I
think we should give a spoiler warning. Like, what do we recommend? If you like Double Down, go watch The Room. Go watch El Topo.
Oh, interesting fact, Kevin does not like The Room.
Yes, I think The Room is terrible, but I think I give Double Down 5 ironic stars.
Yeah. First time I watched The Room, it was one of the most joyous experiences I've ever had.
But he hadn't seen it since, so he doesn't know.
I mean, if I watched it now, I may or may not have the same experience, but my god, this was just painful.
Okay. Would you be willing to watch another Breen film?
No.
Really?
No.
No Fateful Findings? The one that's on my all-time list?
I watch scenes. Scenes are really enjoyable.
But Fateful Findings is different.
But sitting down to watch the whole film... Okay, if it's like... I feel like this environment makes it hard, right? Because we sit down, we have to give our full attention to it, right? But if it's like at a party, this would be like a perfect thing to put on at a party and like laugh at for 10 minutes and then leave and go get chips. While there's the damn scene or something.
Can't agree with that.
Yeah.
I think the slowness does make it sort of grueling, but it's still a good time. The slowness just makes it more fascinating. Like, when I showed it to my friends, and I admit, maybe because... So I showed it in my movie club, actually, believe it or not. And, you know, maybe it's because it was in a projector room with a ton of people. The fact that there were more people might have livened up the mood a bit, and I opened commentary, but they were they were shocked by how hypnotic it was, even when it wasn't balls to the wall hilarious. So I don't know.
Yeah, like there are moments that are undeniably like hilarious. Like
Uh-huh.
like should we just get into spoilers right now?
Let's get into spoilers
Okay.
right now.
Yeah, like the tuna shit.
Tuna shit's great.
like when he just spills tuna himself, and like the moments I like that are just so unexpected and like fun to laugh at because it's like, why would you do that? But I guess it's also just a part of me that just doesn't take joy in laughing at something, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like in small chunks that's enjoyable, but doing it straight for 90 minutes just is really hard for me, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say myself the same way. I don't want to laugh at something for how incompetently bad it is, but with Breen, he just hits the spot.
I agree. It's a very
He hits
spot,
the
yeah.
spot where I never feel bad
Mm-hmm.
for laughing at it. And I think it's absolutely... And, like, we did compare it to Jodorowsky and David Lynch and Ingmar Bergman. How, like, there is a self-seriousness and the way his different life events and his hallucinations play into each other. There is a Lynchian quality to it. And that's what makes me, the slowness of it, actually work for me. Where I'm like, wow, there's some sort of art. He's trying to make art, but he fails so spectacularly. And the fact that it fails works, but the fact that he tries to make art also helps it.
I can see that.
Yeah. I would say give Fateful Findings a shot, maybe in a month or two. Because that one is more...
if it's faster paced, maybe.
It's more it's faster paced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like The Room is fast paced. Like there's never moments like these where, well, to me it was.
Yeah. See, there's
like,
yeah. I thought The Room. Sure, there might not have been more spaces of just silence and stock music, but like, despite The Room having more dialogue, most of the dialogue is just so lame. Maybe it's like your problem with Uncle Adams.
Yeah.
So I really like Uncle Adams as a meme, but I told Mark about Uncle Adams and I built it all up, and then when he watched it, he was surprised that it had that much production value. I actually thought The Room had too much production value for its own good. Like, it uses green screen, but like, it wasn't terribly shot. I mean, some of the editing was shit, but...
I guess that's what makes The Room funnier to me is because it has more production value.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, because it looks like a more professional film, it's almost easier to laugh at it because it looks like money was behind it. It like, takes itself... Like, it seems like it has the competence to be successful, but it doesn't. Where this, it doesn't look like it has that same competence.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like... To me, it just gives off the impression of someone trying to make a film and failing. Where in The Room, it's like something that would be actually look like it could be made like by a real movie studio and like was in some fashion produced or something with the cinematography and all that with the score. But this has all canned music, like all these canned shots, and like it feels like I'm laughing at my neighbor's like home video, right? And like it's, I don't know.
Okay.
It just makes it grueling, right?
Yeah, I find it the opposite. I think that the fact that The Room is high production makes me harder to laugh at it. Just because, maybe because I watched Breen first, but a lot of what makes Breen funny to me is the terrible shots and the terrible technical aspects. That's what makes Breen funny to me. While in The Room, there are many things that I can't fault about it. And I'm like, okay, that was actually kind of good. It's stuff like that. So for The Room, it only relies on its lines, and apart from the ones that have already been memed to hell, there may be 2 or 3 moments that I really, really enjoyed at the time. Like the roof scene was great, where he almost throws Denny out of the window. I mean, out of the roof. That was pretty good. That's it. The Room is 1.5 stars for me. I can't get it up there.
I almost want to give this a half star.
Really? Oh man.
But Nah, a full star.
Really?
Full 1 star.
Hey, that's nice.
Yeah, half star is like I didn't get any enjoyment out of it.
Uh-huh.
I did laugh at some of the scenes.
Yeah.
But
okay.
because it was so painful, 1 star.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else is there to say?
I'm not sure there's much.
Yeah. You didn't like it when the wife. I mean, the problem is I showed you some of this, like when the wife dies.
Yeah.
The assassination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wonder what would have happened if I didn't show you any of the scenes.
I don't know.
Probably it might have been more or less the same. I'm not sure.
Probably.
Okay. Okay. Well, I like Olive Breen. His lowest one, which is the next film, I Am Here Now. That one I have at 4 ironic stars, which is pretty bad for ironic stars' sake. Like that one, I actually thought it was still an enjoyable experience, and there were some of the best Breen scenes are in that movie individually, but like as an overall experience, that one definitely felt the slowest. But all the other 3 films he's made, minus Twisted, because no one has seen that yet except himself. Double Down, Fateful Findings, and Pass Through, I have it all at 5 ironic stars. All of them. Fateful Findings being my favorite. Yep. But Double Down is my second to least. It's my least favorite 5-star Breen film. And I don't think it's a good starting point, but I thought that you could take it.
I thought I could take it too.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna enjoy this, and I didn't.
Hey, that's why we try these things out, right?
Yep.
Let's just watch Oogie Loves again. Just kidding, I don't want to do that. I think that's it.
Okay, bye.
Bye.